Hey, it's Manish, and I help e-commerce brand to increase their sales with the power of paid ads. So today we are going to learn font psychology and how you can use on your website to increase your website conversion and sales, and how we help our client to use the font psychology to increase their conversion. So yeah, so without wasting any further time, let's just start it. So firstly, the 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 font psychology. What is the font psychology and how going to be benefit an e-commerce brand, clothing brand, and healthcare brand, maybe tech products, maybe some sort of yeah, whatever niche you are in. But this is a really important step to increase your sales and conversion. So let we so basically according to our evolution psychology that we humans take a lot of decisions by the visual traits, by looking things like looking faces, like looking creatives. So in the same way, the font is also considered as the visuals. So and that's also triggers our visual traits. So just like same thing in if your creatives and your videos, your graphics are shitty on you're using shitty on your website, that you're not going to be convert well, you're not going to be increase your sales and that stuff. So yeah, and let me give you an example. So if you're just like a elegant brand, and if you're have some sort of elegant product, and but you're using a slim font, just like slim font like this one, this is a slim font. So if you're using for your elegant product, so you're going to be get less sales. And if your product is slim product and you're using elegant font like this one, then your sales going to be decrease. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So basically this is Apple's think different campaign, where they use an elegant font, an elegant creative. So why they're doing it? So they want to show us that they are the elegant brand, and that's why. So and when they do future marketing for their products like iPod, so that also get an associate and connection with the elegancy. So here they also use the elegant font because their product is now in elegancy, that Apple is an elegant brand. So that's why they use the elegant font. And but if they use the slim font like this one that Samsung uses, they're going to be get not that much sales that right now that at that time they get. But it's like this one, if you look at this product, this is a slim TV of Samsung. So they are using an elegant font, and when they use the elegant font, that associate and a connection, they create a connection with relatable and associated things. So if you use slim font and we read it, it's like we humans, we read it, we scan it, but in our subconscious mind, or not subconscious mind, but basically inside our mind, that also associate with the further product, that it is also the slim television, and that create an effect, and that effect help them to increase their conversion, that create an association. What you are saying is matching with what you are showing. So yeah, and basically why that happen? Your brain has the associate networks. So inside our brain we have associate networks. We like to associate things. All the concepts are connected to related concepts. All the concepts are connected, and yeah, and there's a I write in a quote of Vinci that learn how to see and realize that everything connects to everything else. So yeah, let me give you an example another. So it's like your node for a toothpaste is connected to floss and mouthwash and everything else that you associate with the toothpaste. It's like maybe toothbrush, and you also experience the spreading activation. The activation a concept will activate all the concepts that are connected to the it. So this is toothpaste and all the related content, floss, mouthwash, toothbrush, all the concept related to an association with this product, and that product activate these product associations. So that's the thing. If you use the slim creative with slim product, then create and use our activation networks inside our brain that go activated. So that create an activation. So that's why this psychology is really important for the any e-commerce conversion. And yeah, no matter how much you are sending traffic from Facebook, Google ads, YouTube ads, and maybe TikTok ads, and you're getting organic traffic, but your words are not matching with your products, then it's decrease your conversion. Not decrease, basically you not get that much conversion, your desired goals. So yeah, that's why really important. And let me give you an example. So this is Avon, and when you look at their logo, basically that activate their visual trait of this font, such as tall and thin. So visual trait of this font is tall and thin, and that's related to beauty. So look at how that working. So basically tall and thin, and what I want the association with it, it's beauty. So if you look at the brand, it's like Avon. Let me search. So Avon is thin and long. So thin and long, that associate the value with, that connects with beauty, that related topics related to thin and thick are beauty. So what they are selling beauty products. You understanding how that's going, everything. They want to sell us beauty. So that's the logo, that's logo triggering that emotion, that beauty, that associated concept with the product or their website. Not in here case the website. They want to create that logo, the association with the related to thin and thick, and that related concept is beauty. I hope I am not making you confused. That's really, yeah. So you have to be considered associate network. So that's why how that works. Let me tell you which thing triggers which things. Just like which type of fonts basically associate with which type of values and which type of concepts, and you have to consider on your e-commerce whatever brand you're promoting right now. So that's help you to increase your conversion. I think I use this word too much. Oh, I created 10-minute long video, so let me do little fast. So just like long thin lines, so things that convey the beauty. That's I already explained the convey the beauty. So types are lighter in weight. Basically, lighter in face are seen as the delicate, gentle, and feminine. So that's basically associate these values. And the heavier typeface, just like bold or heavier typeface, the strong, aggressiveness, masculineness. So we associated bold font with masculinity, strongness, and thickness. And just like thick, not thin, basically thin or light weighted, seen as the delicate, gentle, and feminine. So if you want to convey whatever messaging you want to send your message, suppose you are a female brand and you sell some sort of clothing, so you can use these thin, basically thin line fonts and light fonts. So that's really good for your brand. And yeah, so and the just like here I am same thing, bold font are the powerful and masculine activation, and the me and yeah. So let me give you an example. First thing, I take your Avon, and this is another example. So if you look at the Melvin, they are using the thin, they are not using the long, but they are using thin. They want to convey that thin represent with beauty, or associate with beauty, or related to beauty. I'm using lot of synonyms. So yeah, so and they are selling what they are selling? They are selling beauty products. So thing is that yeah. So let me do little fast. Okay. So this is bond fold, power, and masculine. So look at this. This is bold. There, if you look at the logo, this is a bold and yeah, and shorter, not shorter, basically uppercase. So they want to convey the masculinity. So they are the running in a brand that are for middle-aged men's, because they're using the creative for the middle-aged men. So yeah, so basically mans, for mans, they're targeting mans. And yeah, and that's why they're using that logo that associate the value with their targeted audience. And if you look at the logo, if we visual element, we humans, we are the visual beings. So if we look at their logo, that create an association values that triggers our association networks, what that represented with the boldness. So that show us all of the options, that masculinity is one of them. And when we saw their creatives and we further get down to their website, so we get at okay, this is a masculine brand. That's all happen with inside your brain. You're not getting it consciously, but that how that they use your psychology, these brands. So yeah, you can use it for your brand too. So yeah, and another example is let me open it. So look at their logo, same the uppercase and the boldness. And whom they are selling? Oh, men's. Oh, that's strange. So yeah, I have you getting where I'm going. And this is basically that help you, just like medium face font. So this is medium face font. So you can use on your website to readability that is really good for reading stuff medium. So just like if you want sell for the mans, if you are targeting mans, you can use semi bold, so that's have the trade of medium but with the trade of boldness. And if you're targeting women's, you can use regular, because there's a lightness, thinness with the element of the medium, the readability, because this is really good for readable. But if you're running just like articles, article website, or you're targeting both men and females, so you can use mediums, article, blogs, that type of things. Use that of uh, medium weight font. So yeah, and round and the angular. So round and angulars. So let me give you first examples. So if you look at the brand, this is Hannah Anderson, and if you look at the logo, you can find that it is curvy. You can find the curviness in their brand logo. And there's another example. There's Jazzy Organic, so they are targeting small kids, and yeah, clothing and some sort of clothing that is represent the comfort. So yeah, and so what? So basically, round convey the comfort and the softness. So as a human, basically that the sharp edge or our our psychology, basically our psychology from our when we are in old ages, or ancestors, basically ancestors. There's a evolution. That evolution happened. So a lot of people use the sharp object as a weapons. So we feel threatening when we saw the sharp objects, and when we see the round objects and the uh, curvy products, we feel comfort. So yeah, just like saying you won't prefer the object that you won't prefer the round object because sharp object feel threatening, and the round fonts are particularly effective for it. So yeah, and that's it. Basically, what type of things that help you to create an associate values with round type of creatives, or not fonts, basically fonts. So softness and comfort. If you are selling like pillows, blankets that are comfortable, maybe comfortable clothing, children's clothing, because children need more comfortable clothing than us. Softness. You're selling some sort of soft clothing. Beauty, and yeah, beautiful. The softness, that of stuff. So yeah. And sweet foods, yeah, that's also the comfort food. So I think I give you an example already. So that's the creative. They are using the same creative. If you look at their creative, there's some sort of children's brand, and look at their clothing. They are selling the comfortable clothing for the children's, and the associated value with their logo. Their logo is curvy and roundy, and that create an associated value with comfort, friendliness, also friendliness, and basically likability, softness, clothing. So yeah, and however the angular font are the better for the formal and official tone, and the masculine trait, food that are bitter in taste. Let me give you an example. So if you look at the brand, you open it. So this is a just Bellera, something like that. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So if you look at their website, you can find that their basically creating a dark clothing, some sort of skulls and that stuff. And yeah, how to get back, man? Oh, so yeah, so that's basically the threatening theme. So that's why they're using, if you look at the layer logo, that associated value with darkness and horror and anger, not anger, basically fear. So the dark theme, skulls and black. So look at the how that's thing working. So that's triggers inside our mind, okay, and open the every associate value with this sharp edges, and that's angular, that this is going to be dark and the, yeah, and that's really good for them because they are totally selling the dark products, the threatening products like skulls, danger. If you look at their creatives, that also represent the same. Look at the eyes over the curves. You also find the using her black type of what we call mascara, maybe, I think so, making it little bit sharp edge. And tattoos, look at the sharp edge tattoos. Everything is, man, they're using right. Creatives are right. Their font is right. And yeah, and their clothing is totally the fitted for that. So yeah, and that's a really good strategy for them. And even they're using really dark colors, the black colors on their header, and that's really good way to represent the angular thing. So yeah, and the another example is wine open pit. So so if you look at their logo, this is not totally angular, but not angular, this is not using angular fonts. But if you deep down and if you reach their products, like let me show you non-alcoholic mixtures because I do not drink. So, and just like if you look at this like sugar cane syrup, and if you focus there in their label, you can find that they're using curvy text here. So, and this is sugar, that's showing us that's curviness associated with what is softness and comfort foods who are sweet in taste. So that's why they're using curvy font. And if you look at this Honda, something I do not know what is called Honda. So if you look at their logo or the font that they are using, that is sharp edge, and definitely that product going to be bitter or sour in taste. So yeah, so that's they are using really good here. So, and there's the serif and the sans serif. This is I think most important. So let me instead of let me give you an example for it to understand the serif and the sans serif. So basically sans serif means is the font without the tails, so without the serif. The sans serif means without the serif. And what is serif? So look at here, I think it's too short, but let me get here again. So this is serif, the Think Different logo, or yeah, their marketing campaign font is think different. So that's is serif. If you look at their, you can saw their tails. Let me zoom it out. Look at the tails. Let me show you the killer image. So this is serif, that font with tail, and the font without tail, without the serif, it's sans serif. So let me talk about their values. So it is basically it is elegant. It shows the elegancy, but it is not good for readable thing. You do not going to be used on your whole website, and just like Ralph Lauren using it on your logo and lot of their titles, but they're not using in their whole website because it's hard to read in computers and the mobiles and a screen basically. But it's good for printable products like newspapers, yeah, newspapers, books. So yeah, but that show the elegancy, that brand is trustworthy. You can trust that brand. These have old or not old, yeah, old also association with it, but it's mostly that class, that brand is classic, that old and classic. So if you look at their font, that also are classic fonts. And if let me give you sans serif example. Apple use sans serif nowadays. so what is the sans serif? Sans serif is show us straightforwardness and modernity, and that, yeah, that associate the value that this is the modern or, yeah, new age brand. So, and that's also really easy to readable, easy to read, not easy to readable, easy, it's easy to read, yeah. And that's the thing. So yeah, if you want elegant and scientific, more scientific, that logical, that brand is logic, so you can use the serif. And if you want the straightforwardness and modernity, you can use sans serif. And let me talk about lowercase and uppercase. So lowercase convey the innovation and compassion, and lowercase letters are effective with caregiver brands that promotes compassion and the altruism. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Altruism. So yeah, and there's the greatest example are Facebook and Airbnb. So look at the Airbnb and what they're doing. What the main business model Airbnb use? Basically, if I have a house, I can give rent to the other people's, and I can list that just like this type of houses. So yeah, and so what I mean, so this is they want to convey the altruism. So people, just like the customer giving the money to the homeowners, rent given to the homeowners. So so that's showing us that they are altruism. They want help the both customers, and those people have the houses. Those who want to travel, want to get new cultures, giving them value, and also the house owner. So that's altruism. They want compassion. They are really compassion with people. So that associate value with that small text, associate the value with these things. So yeah. And Facebook also, yeah, Facebook also, nowadays, let me check their logo. So yeah, look at the logo Facebook. So basically Facebook, when Facebook launched, they are more of the peoples get the both side of the party values. They are not getting anything instead of. So yeah, so basically that's also, they also want to convey the altruism, that we want to serve the peoples, we want to make people's connection without charging any fees from them. So yeah, we want to just show that value to the peoples, we are for value. So that's showing the altruism, they want to convey or trigger our association value with the altruism and that stuff. So I hope you understand it. And the uppercase convey the power and strength. The uppercase letter are effective for hero brands that convey the energy. Yeah, we are superhero, Iron Man. So yeah. So just like BMW, Diesel, Dorsal, Nike, so, Sony. That's, if you look at, yeah, you can clearly understand after looking their website what I mean by hero. What happened? I think internet is not working. Nike open. Nike open. I don't know why the Sony is not opening. So yeah, look at the Nike. They're using uppercase. And even those who are targeting men's and just only men, they also use that same concept of uppercase. But they're targeting both women's and if you look at here, they're using the slim fonts. So that's the thing. The fonts are really important. Mothers in the progress, they want to show power. They want to, so association value with, like, where I am going. Why not working? So look at it. The thin and the light fonts are showing the feminine, and that they associate with powers. That women are not. Uh, yeah, women also are stronger. So mothers in the progress. So now they're putting the bold that associate the power. The woman. So that's also power. Women are also powerful. Women are powerful. So mother in progress. So but they want to convey the association value of powerness with their bold, oh, not bold, uppercase basically. I think Sony convey the, so every brand convey the same thing. The BMW, you can look at their website. They are the saviors. They are the saviors. So that's the thing. That's why Nike also did that, the power type of stuff. So yeah, man, or woman. So that's the uppercase and lowercase. Uppercase convey the power and strength. Lowercase compassion and innovation. And the condensed and the spacious. So condensed fonts are the tightness and sometimes urgency too, and precision, accurate, and passion. Also, I think passion also, but I don't know. Yeah. The physical, that's the physical also convey the closeness. That's the passion. That's our passion. Closeness, passion. So maximum, if you look at the condensed typeface, make the maximum use of limited space. Yeah. When you do not have the space, they are precise, economical. So that triggering, that's associating all values. It's like condense, I am a condense, and associating values of limited uh, just like economical, and yeah, and even the convey the to a closeness of the human being closeness. So let me give you an example that would really help you. So who know OkCupid? Let me open it. So look at their logo. They are, their logo is too close. They're not even giving the single cap on their logo. That's showing us the this thing. Closeness. So that's the targeting. They want to show us to close. That compassion also, I think compassion is not right word, but the couples, you can say that yeah. And here they are using the same, it is too condensed text, too condensed. And there's a brand called 6 June, and if you look at their logo, it is also really condensed. Their each and every typefaces are basically in close, too close. So and they are targeting to couple, they want to show closeness, there they are touching, just like they are so close, touching, human body contact basically. It's like female male, female too here. So they are targeting couples. So yeah, that's a very good strategy, because they are targeting audience are couples, and they want to convey the closeness by their font, what their brand values and association is. We can judge by this logo what type of thing they're going to be said, and their visual telling the same thing. So yeah, and spacious font convey the relaxation, let me give you an example. Oh, I deleted too long video, man. 37 minutes. So look at here. This if you look at this font, this is too stretchable. So basically, just as spacious font convey relaxation. So this is an pillow brand, not just pillow brand, they are selling also other stuff too. So look at their adjustable pillows. So they are stretching the font. That is the species that you get the stretch to the fonts. So that shows the relaxation, comfort. So same thing. Their font telling that same story. Yeah, man. And as an example, Cali Cosmetic. So look at his gloss dip and the gloss blend, stretch, spacious fronts. They want to show relaxation and the comfort. Short and tall. So short fonts convey the heaviness and stability, and the tall fonts convey the lightness and luxury. Let me give example. The same example that I use for the, so look at it, it is short. They want to convey a lot of things like short, uppercase, but thing is that it is short. That also shows that this that heaviness, stability. So is a stable product. Their product are good quality and the stable thing. some sort of type of things. Yeah, stability. Basically, brand is stable. They want to convey the brand is stable. Lot of associate value with it. So yeah, and the durable. That's also represent durable and concept. So not just heaviness and stability, but durable and immovable. So they want to, I think, convey the durable. They want to associate the value of durable. Yeah, because they are selling the beauty products and that's are durable. Yeah, and they are also using the big fonts, uppercase, that shows that they are strong. They are the modern movements who are strong, strong women, and they are thin. That's the women's. That's for women's, and uppercase for modern women's who are strong. That's strategy. Like, so tall fonts convey the lightness and luxury. I created too long video. Oh, they're not opening. I don't know why. Let me check the Java. Open in Safari. So look at the logo of Zara. Stretch out. No, not stretch out. Basically, tall. And tall represents softness and the luxury. They sell the basically fast fashion of luxurious brand. So they want to look luxurious and thin, light, soft products. They want to sell soft of yeah, I hope you're understanding what I mean too. So they want to look luxurious. So if they're using the creative, this is also a luxurious creative, that creating formality. So that's, yeah, they want to convey the luxury. That's, and let me check the cab. So look at the logo. This is height. Look at the height of the logo. So it's really stretch out and long, basically tall. So they also want to the same thing. If you look at the creative, they are luxurious. The faces are perfect and perfections. Every look, angle of their models are perfection. So they want to sell the luxury. So suppose if they are the friendly brands, so they more of the positive emotions, happiness, enthusiasm, energy. So that's the thing. They're using an product like happiness here, but not too much. Just a happy emotion, but even though that is the luxurious or perfection, the perfectionist smile, not a just random smile. So yeah. And the Zara, if you look at Zara creative, they also are not friendly, just the luxurious elegance. So yeah, that's why I hope you understand the psychological concept and how you can use on your store. I created 44 minutes, it's 1 hour video. It's take too long. So approx 1 hour, not 1 hour. So yeah, I hope I add some sort of value to you and you understand what I want to convey. And yeah, I hope that help you and you help your increase your brand conversion and your sales. And yeah, and you can, if you, that's also help you on your designing too. So without any wasting further time, let's just bye.